Hey guys, Brian here. This week we actually had a massive fail. I was going to review the Elon Accessories touchscreen protector for the center console screen of the Model S and Model X, and I ended up doing it wrong. So what happened was I installed it upside down. So there's a video for the Model 3, and with the Model 3 you install it slightly differently than the Model S and Model X because of the extra bezel on the Model S and Model X, and of course it being horizontal instead of, or vertical instead of a horizontal screen. So the bottom right corner cracked when I was installing it because these edges are square, these are rounded at the top, and if you look at the bezel on the Model S and Model X, it should be installed this way with the curved corners at the bottom. This wouldn't have cracked had that been the case, and I think the install would have been pretty easy. So the ironic part is I did it not once, but twice. I had two screen protectors. I figured, okay, I cracked the first one, I could be a little more careful on the second install. So I did it. I installed it again, but it was still upside down, so not quite a perfect fit. It still looks great on the screen. It covered it edge to edge. You can't really see anything. The one problem is this bottom right-hand corner, since I have it upside down, has a small air bubble in it, which I think would have been prevented had I installed it correctly. So, learn from my misfortune. Don't be an idiot. Watch the videos first and install it the correct way. With that said, go ahead and laugh at my expense. Watch me struggle to install this thing upside down. All right, let's take a look at the packaging. The first thing I noticed is the packaging is actually really well done. The system comes with 3 microfiber cloths, which is handy. The boxing itself, so it says it's fingerprint resistant, a HD screen, delicate touch, scratch resistant, oleophobic coating, impact resistant, and anti-glare. The other interesting thing it says on the back, and maybe we'll test this later, I don't know, it says it's explosion-proof glass protection film. All right, guys, we're in the car now. We're going to take a look at how to actually install this thing. If you have a Model S, Model X, or Model 3, in fact, any Tesla for that matter, probably the biggest problem I have with the car, which is a ridiculous thing to say, is the amount of fingerprints the screen attracts. I'm glad I have Autopilot because I probably spend half of my day just wiping off the screen after people touch it. So let's go ahead and put it into screen clean mode. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but we've got quite a few fingerprints already on here. So the first thing we're going to do is take the microfiber cloth and thoroughly clean this thing. That's about as close to perfect as that screen has ever looked. So we've got our instructions here. So step 1 is prepare, step 2 is align and secure. So stick half part of 3 guide stickers included to the bottom bevel of the touchscreen. The other half is standing in the air and will be used in a later step. So what they're talking about are these 3 guide stickers. And so we're going to take half of those. We're going to take and stick to the bottom bevel on the screen. We'll make sure you can see those. You see I just stuck them to the bottom of the screen, the bevel that's around the outside, the bezel I should say. Place the screen protector on your Model S X touchscreen without touching the guide stickers. Make sure that the peel off side connected to the peel off red sticker is at the top left corner and that the text on the tab is facing away from you. There's this red tab you can see here, and the text needs to be facing away from you and the peel off side away from you. So now we're going to fit this on the screen itself. Okay. All right, so I'm pretty happy with the alignment. The guide stickers are all in place. Now what we do is we peel off this self-adhesive backing. Okay. And then carefully, using those guides, we're going to lay the screen protector back over the screen. And we've got a problem, the bottom right corner cracked. So, all right. So what I did to get that off is I actually used a little paint scraper just in the bottom right corner that had cracked, and that got it off real nice and easy. Let's try with the second one. Hopefully we're a little more successful. The really difficult part here is actually lining up the sides of this with the bezel. You can see that it's a pretty tight fit, which it should be. That's, I think, proper design. But then it's fairly difficult to get the alignment just right. So let's do this, and we'll be a little bit more careful this time, now that I know that those bottom edges will actually break if I apply any force to them. I can definitely tell that the Model 3 would be much easier to install since it doesn't have a bezel. Okay, we just let it go, and it should sort of magically do its thing. I don't know if you can see, but the glue is actually adhering to it nicely across the whole surface. I did have one bubble there, but just barely touching it got that out. And now this bottom corner, I'm going to kind of do the same thing. And there's this little device here you can use. So we're going to get this little bottom corner and just sort of see if we can't squeeze that air out. Hey guys, a few more plot twists. Thanks for sticking it to the end. After listening to the video and going over my instructions that I gave myself in the video, and then checking out the install instructions again, it looks like there is an error in the instructions where they do have you align it upside down. Elon Accessories, check that out. Please try to fix that so future owners have a better experience than I did. Overall, I think it's a really high quality product, and I'm excited to have it in the car. I just wish I had had it installed properly the first time. So hopefully everybody else can learn from this, and go ahead and be sure to watch the video that Elon Accessories has on their website and also in their YouTube channel, and ignore the printed instructions that come with the kit. Thanks everybody. Till next time, hit that subscribe button.